Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Wizards of Paris taking on the Jets of Orlando. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, a run with Hall. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. But you look at this defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Rice. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The Jets at 11-2 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A give running right is Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Rice. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Back to the ground with Hall. Ooh, the juke. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second and 11. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Third and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Elijah can't. to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Achane will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Now back to throw. Touchdown! Cameron Latu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Wizards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down. Rice. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Dance into his left. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do, but let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive...
Oh, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that flex 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Elijah Cansey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Rice steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rice. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
On first down, Rice. This will be caught by Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Second down, a run by Achane. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
They bring their punter out there now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Hustle.
Throwing to start the drive. Rice going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter. But it's just not clicking right now. It's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken at around the 40. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Rice. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we're going to have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go!
Operating from the gun. Rice. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? One more time with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Wizards 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time? And maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Paris first down.
He'll keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Pace, 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 let's go!
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And a Paris first down.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays.
On the ready.
On first down, back to HM. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, an ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
19 Tiger.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And shedding through the tackle. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Rice. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10.
No,
bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Following the fumble recovery, Rice. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Rice. Touchdown, Jets. From a yard out. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Wizards 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
And a Paris first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain down to about the 33. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's on his way. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 89 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Rice. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point.